about football or soccer for the last many weeks. And so I thought, what about a nugget on the 5 business lessons that every business leader can learn from football? So when it's the World Cup season, it's a hopeful time, but many fans will ultimately be disappointed. And the same thing is true in business. Every year, companies' great expectations fall apart under pressure, and a few underdogs go all the way. So, what makes the crucial difference? In sports and in business, it pays to set goals, develop a strategy, and practice. What's interesting is that most sports companies, sports teams, do a better job than businesses do in key areas of leadership and management. So, here are 5 principles drawn from sports for a winning approach to your business. In sports, it's rare to come across a play in a game that you've never seen in practice. In football, most teams spend 5 days a week preparing for just one game. The goal is to fail in practice and iron out mistakes before game day. In business, practice is often shortchanged. It's pretty unusual for a team to run through the presentation 3 or more times before pitching a new client. And how many people take the time for debriefing after important meetings? So the next time your team faces a difficult situation, remember practice is not optional. Spend some time training for the encounter, and it's guaranteed to pay off, like it did last night. Well, coaches can't play. In business, leaders and managers often step in to handle difficult situations. That never happens in sports. Since coaches can't get in the game, they have to lead from the sidelines, which builds important skills. Coaches need to communicate strategy and let players handle execution. And so do you. Too often in business, people do the exact opposite. New managers, in particular, often simply fix mistakes or handle small tasks rather than take the time to coach their direct reports. In the short term, that just seems easier. It's not. But if managers can keep themselves out of the game, they can build stronger, more effective teams for the long run. Everyone uses a playbook. Many companies lack defined systems and processes. With no clear playbook for how the company likes things done, team members end up running in different directions. This absolutely would not fly on a sports team. Executive coach Jack Daly uses the example of a new player showing up to a play on a college team. Imagine him telling the coach, I don't need the playbook. I've got my own style. That player would earn himself a really nice spot on the bench. Nevertheless, businesses tolerate this kind of behavior all the time. Team members simply do what works for them, and the results are very hit or miss. How much better would your business be if everyone followed a cohesive process, one that's been proven to get results? Having a playbook makes it possible to keep up momentum when people are out sick, on vacation, or when they leave the company. As we know, no position is forever. In sports, players have a finite contract that covers employment duration and compensation, which is then renegotiated based on current market value and past performance. In business, there is an assumption that employment will go on indefinitely and that compensation only goes up. Rarely does anyone evaluate whether a team member is still the right role, at the right level compensation, or if a change needs to be made. We really need to think about this deeply. Sports teams do a much better job of unemotionally embracing the concept of current value to the team. And in sports, objectives are clear. Imagine playing or watching a game and having no idea how to win. In sports, the rules of the game are very clear, as is the score. In many organizations, however, employees really have no idea where the company is headed, how they're being measured, or how the rules apply. When employees are given transparent information about the company, including its financials, goals, whether they're quarterly, annual, or 5-year goals, and how their position fits into the bigger picture, they're more empowered, focused, outcome driven, and are able to get greater meaning in their work. Now, there's not a lot of ambiguity in sports. Everyone knows what's expected and what's needed to win. So perhaps it's not that surprising that sports teams do a better job of keeping their eye on the ball than most businesses. What we need to do is take a few pages from the sports playbook, emphasizing regular practice and focusing on goals to consistently ensure that the right player is in the right spot at the right time at your company. These winning strategies can help you come out on top, just like Argentina last night. Thank you so much.